Hey guys, what's going on? This is Christian over here with Tampa Honda along with
Stevie.
Awesome. So today we're going to be showing you guys a little bit about the 2018 Insight. Now I'm super excited for a couple of reasons. Starting off, the vehicle does come with all of Honda's sensing features standard. So collision mitigation, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and specifically with the Insight Touring, you get the lane watch camera as well. As of 2018, Honda also gave us a new center console with the Insight. So you can see somewhat from the camera angle that you have a whole new redesign on the interior. It makes for a much higher class, more professional interior. You know, you don't feel like you're in something cheap. All the materials that are around us, they're actually pretty soft touch for the most part. We have a double stitch dash right here ahead of us. And then you can also see that they took some of the interior cues from the Accord and actually adopted that and put it into the Insight. So instead of a lever to change gears, we actually have the push button instead. Of course, with the Insight, you do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard on the EX and Touring trim levels. So that makes it so much better because now you don't have to spend the extra premium to get a factory navigation system. Now you can just use your phone and it'll be readily accessible whenever you need it.
And later this year they're coming out with an update for it so that you don't only have to use Google Maps, you can use other map like Waze or whatever map apps that you like.
That's awesome. I didn't even know about that. See guys, that's why it's such a benefit to be able to use your phone, because it's A, constantly staying updated, and B, they come out with new things like that.
Another one of my favorite things, Christian, is this huge center console. I don't know if you've looked at this, but it is so deep, and I have kids and I could put like millions of snacks and toys in there. So
wow, that is a pretty good point. And one thing to go with what you mentioned, we have cup holders for days in here. I mean, we have one on each side of the door for the passenger and the driver. We have one on each side for the passengers in the rear. Yep, and then another one down here, and then two in the cup holder in the center. So plenty of space if you do have small children. I know that you guys have, you know, multiple cups with snacks and drinks. You can have plenty of space for that, while still maintaining that nice classy interior that comes on the Insight Touring. In the center over here, we do have the LCD screen that's very similar to what the Accord has, and it actually allows you to view multiple things while you're driving. So there's an Eco Drive, which basically helps you maximize your fuel economy as you're driving around town. You have a power flow meter, which allows you to view essentially what is powering the Insight. So you can see whether the gas motor is currently powering, whether it's charging the battery, which is actually hidden underneath the rear passenger seats, so it doesn't intrude any of your trunk space. Yep,
you have a full trunk, which has never happened before in a hybrid, so it's super nice to have that back there.
For
Tons
sure.
of space.
I agree. You also can see right up here, we do have a sunroof on this model, as well as the home link. So you can actually program your garage with the vehicle, so you can unlock it and open it whenever you get home instead of having to have a separate apparatus to do so. You can see also we do have the sunroof, as Stevie was just pointing at. If you pop it open, it does open fully and tilt as well. So if you are on the highway, I know all my ladies out there prefer to have the sunroof open so that this way your hair doesn't blow around all over the place, right?
Especially in Florida, you need a little bit of wind.
Exactly. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but we'll be quiet for a couple seconds. This way you can kind of get a good idea as what the interior noise is. There's not that much intrusion in the cabin. Check it out. So you can hear it's actually pretty quiet in here. And on the Insight specifically, Honda made that a very, very top priority essentially. So what they did is, believe it or not, depending on which driving mode you're in, it'll adjust the speakers to compensate for that. So when you put the vehicle in sport, it'll actually amplify the sound of the motor to give you that more sporty feel if you want, you know, to drive around town, or if you're feeling like you want to do some spirited driving inside the Insight, which, hey, you know, anything's possible. You can see also, well, I'm not sure if you can see, but I will tell you that we do have an economy button as well. Now that's going to help you maximize your fuel efficiency by delaying the throttle response, as well as dimming your climate control slightly.
We also have an EV mode, which is going to use the battery only, so you won't be using any gas when you're in EV mode, but you will have to have the battery fully charged to use that.
Exactly. So essentially in the EV mode, you can actually use only battery power for up to a mile, which is actually a pretty decent distance considering, you know, all variables, and also the fact that you can fit the battery underneath the rear passenger seat. On the inside also, you do have the deceleration paddles, I believe it's called, where essentially what that helps you do is it helps you recharge the battery. So now, instead of when you let go of the gas, it wastes that kinetic energy, it'll use that same energy to actually keep the battery charged. So you can see we can come to a complete stop by simply using the deceleration paddles, as well as in sport mode you can actually have them on permanently throughout your drive. So it'll actually help you get even more gas mileage.
So similar to a paddle shifter if you want that sporty feel while you're driving.
For sure. Yeah. You also have automatic headlights on the inside on all trim levels. One thing that I can really appreciate about the automatic headlights is the fact that you never have to worry about them. They turn on and off based on daylight, and they also turn on automatically when it rains. As well as specifically on the inside, you do get full LED headlights. 6 LED for the standard headlight, and then of course you have an additional 9 for your high beams. So it makes it, again, a really classy look. You really don't see a lot of these features in a lot of other hybrids, and one thing that I feel like Honda did was they wanted to give the consumer something that was fuel efficient, but at the same time had a great appearance, great functionality, and driving comfort.
You're also going to have LED fog lights, which gives it a sporty look. They really made this something for everyone. It's got nice interior, makes it feel luxurious, but there's some sporty features as well if that's what you're looking for.
Exactly. All right, well, listen, thanks, guys. I appreciate you spending some time with me and Stevie in the 2018 Insight. If you do have any questions, feel free to contact us. You can reach us at 813-935-8585, or you can stop by at Tampa Honda on 11,000 North Florida Ave and say what's up to us. We're more than happy to meet you.
And please be sure to always like and subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos monthly.
Tampa!